This was a teenager, and he was very volatile, very angry, very, very angry young man. And he would come in, and he didn't want to do anything. It was all boring. And so I would let him do activities. I let him choose activities. And if he chose to do nothing, that was okay too. He would just sit there. But I was doing activities with the other kids, and I was rewarding their activities. And if you didn't participate, you didn't get a reward. And so it was up to him whether he wanted to participate or not. And at that time, my husband worked for Frito-Lay, and he would bring me little bags of chips. And I would ask the students when he brought them in what they wanted. And so they would like Cheetos. Hot Cheetos was a big deal. And so they would get whatever they wanted. So I would write their names on it with a magic marker. And I would put them up on my desk. And I would say, okay, when you finish your work, this is what your reward is for this. And I was really into rewards because I believe the Lord rewards us when we do things well. It says, choose a blessing or a curse. Well, I always tell my kids that you can choose a blessing, a reward, or a curse. And so if you did what I wanted you to do and did your work in the classroom, you got a reward. And this kiddo never got a reward. So one day he was really, really angry. And I left the classroom and I was walking and he was standing behind me yelling all the way, stomping through the halls yelling, and I'm ignoring him, and I'm just walking and walking. And finally I asked him, where are you going? And he said, I'm going with you. I said, well, I'm going to the bathroom. And he looked at me, he was speechless, he had no words. And I said, maybe you want to go back to the classroom. So he went back to the classroom. When I came back, I gave him a reward for coming back to the classroom on his own. And that broke that thing. And from then on, he was more interested in doing what I wanted him to do because he got a positive reward instead of a negative reward. But I thought that was so funny because he was so angry. He had no clue where we were going. He was just all involved in his rage. And it really brought him out of that. And I never saw that again.